Yeah. Hey everyone. How y'all doing today? Today we're gonna talk about something that I'm still trying to work on. It's a work in progress. And today's topic is gonna be about balancing work life and personal life. Well, balancing the two depends on the situation. Like some people prefer to do 9 to 5 and have the weekend off or 2 days off, whatever. Others, they want they want to get as much paper as possible, and they tend to lean towards more of the job than the family life. All right, me, I felt like I was always in catch-up mode. I felt like I was way behind on life, so I chose the working more and hoping that the personal would always be there. That wasn't the case. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how, even though I felt in my relationship, I communicated that this was the goal. Let me get to this point, and then we'll go from here together. So, back in 2000, let's see, the middle work strike was 2008, 2009, something like that, right? So, I had felt like I made it, right? I finally got a union job, good paying job. Union job, a good paying job. I was set. Then we went on strike, right? And then everything just fell apart. Even though we got unemployment and I was able to go to college for a little bit and stuff like that, still I was being denied jobs because I was part of a strike. And so a couple of years go by, I'm getting older and I got nothing coming. I'm doing nothing. Then Applebee's comes along, my first run, and I started as a dishwasher. And in my mind, I thought I was just a factory rat, right? So this is just a resume filler. In a few months, I'm gonna give me a factory job, and I'm gonna go back to that life. It didn't end up that way. I ended up, I guess, accepting the challenge, so to speak. There's a story behind the Applebee's hiring. Like there's a little dark period that happened right before I found out I had an interview for Applebee's. Again, we'll talk about later. Right now, I get started with a dishwasher. A friend of mine told me, hey, if you bust your butt, show them that you're dependable, stuff like that. You become a cook, it's a $2 raise. I'm like, whoa, all right. So I go home, tell my girlfriend at the time, this is the plan. She's working at a crappy job. We got 2 kids, we got a crappy apartment, crappy vehicles. I'm making $9 an hour as a dishwasher. $2 would help a lot. Okay, so on board. So I started pulling more hours and stuff like that. Then when my review came up with the kitchen manager, the last question she asked me was, well, what do you want? What would you like from Applebee's? What do you want to get out of it? I was like, I'd like to be a cook. And I convinced my way into that job. And I became a cook and stuff like that. And I just started slowly working up the totem pole. And as that was happening, I was neglecting, so to speak. I was even when I was home or on my days off, I was just dog tired. dog tired. If you're in the restaurant business, especially a high volume one, especially at Applebee's, we're talking about $2-3 million restaurant, you're gonna get your butt whooped. And when you come home, you already have a day off. If you're not used to that, if your mind's not part of that yet, you're mentally tired, you're physically tired, and you just want to relax. Well, she always wanted, okay, when you're home, let's go do something. I was like, oh, I'm tired, and we'll just leave the fights. Right, so that was happening, and then we got in this big fight. I had just got done working 144 hours in 2 weeks. The first week was 81 hours. The second week was 63 hours. That's a lot of hours. I was never home, right? But it's a bi-weekly store, so that getting a 144-hour check led to a $1,300 take home. And in my mind, I was thinking this was going to be the selling point. Like, look, see, this is what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, 2-3 days before that check came, her and I got in a fight. I got fed up, said I don't need you. We went our separate ways, right? And so when I came home, my apartment was empty. Nothing. All I had was my recliner, my TV, my clothes, and just a couple other things, and that was it. Everything else gone. No furniture, no bed, no couch, a little bit of food. I think maybe a roll of toilet paper. Right? So I had to start all over. But that was all because I didn't listen to her. I didn't balance. And it's been this whole way, it's been that the whole time, the whole 8 years. Relationships had faltered because I've had goals, I've had dreams. Okay, now I'm older. I have accomplished pretty much everything I've set my mind to, but I still haven't conquered the whole balancing personal and business. And that's the one thing you have to think about when you're setting your goals, is do not ever sacrifice family. That's my advice to you. Don't ever sacrifice family. You try to figure it out. I mean, everybody has goals, everybody has dreams, but if you have kids, you're gonna miss them. You're gonna miss them growing up. You're gonna miss events, and they're gonna remember that, and they're gonna harbor that. I mean, you could try to say, "Oh, I'll buy you this, I'll buy you that." Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. They want you there. Despite what you think, they want you there. They want you to be part of their lives. They think about you. They're going to think, why? Why is he picking his job over me? And in your mind, you're thinking, well, to support you. But again, you have to figure out which is more important. Alright, so that's my advice to you, is try to figure it out, try to balance it. It's going to be there, right? If your goal is to, let's say you're in the restaurant business and your goal is to be a general manager, right? And thinking that you have to be there every day, whatever. You don't have to be. All you have to do to be valuable is care, is to, help out. It's just be the best you can be, right? I've always told my kids, and I told everybody around who to listen, if you want to be the best in your business, you want to be the best, listen to what the other people are doing. You hear the bitch, you hear the you hear the complaints that the bosses have. You take those and you do those things, and you go from here to here like that. I guarantee you, that's the secret to success: is listening and watching. Beat them to the punch. I wish I had known that 8 years ago. But again, I had that mindset. I had that loser's mindset, that poor mindset. Oh, I got it. Now that I got it, it doesn't. All along, I just had a good work ethic, and it just got me through. So, balance. We're talking about balance. If you succeed in your career, you better succeed in your relationship. Because if your career is winning and your relationship is not, and you're okay with that, then something's wrong. Something is truly wrong. So you may lose that once in a lifetime woman, that understood you, that had your back. You could lose, your best friend because of what? Because you want to be in the paper, because you want to be, the guy. Huh? Did all of that really matter over a relationship? A bond that was stronger, that could not be broken until you made sure it was crushed. Because you try to explain, I'm doing this for y'all. They don't want to hear that. They want to spend time with you. So, again, I'm a work in progress. I'm trying. Thank God. I'm at a point where I can pick and choose my schedule now. Back then, first run, they owned me. And back then, I was living paycheck to paycheck, barely making it to that next paycheck. So they knew it and they owned me. Now, I'm gonna do what I want. Hey, I need this day off. I'm gonna go see my kids. Got a basketball game, or graduation party, or whatever. Okay, because they know that when I'm there, they get my 100. But right now, my kids come first. Just like your family should come first. So don't ever sacrifice gold over family. Don't ever. Please, take it from me. I'm the guy you should listen to on this. None of this matters if your kids don't want to be around you because they think that, everything else is more important. Luckily for me, I don't got that. Sad part is, and maybe it's a good thing or maybe it's a bad thing, now they are in that mindset. Now they are busy. My oldest daughter, for a while there, had 2 jobs. She would work at Michigan Adventures and go to Walmart the same day. I remember one time she was like, "Hey Dad, what time did you get up?" Because at this time she was going to school and working at Walmart. Like, "What time did you get up?" "Oh, I woke up at 7. "Oh, I woke up at 5. And I had to go to school and then go to work. And then get off work till 9. I'm like, dang. In my mind, I was like proud of her because, not many kids, especially when their dad wasn't really around in the last few years, would have that work ethic. And even to this day, we still compete and stuff like that. And my second oldest daughter, same thing, work. My 14-year-old. I'm working on it. The boy, right now he's into cars and stuff like that, so you hear something cranking, he's gonna be right there. He's gonna be watching and learning. Again, I'm lucky enough to where they all want to be around when our schedules connect for a little bit. The video's getting long, so I'm gonna cut it short. But again, the point I'm trying to make is do not let your goals outweigh your family. Because your goals will always be there, your family may not be. Right? And especially when you have kids, they are only young ones, and to miss a few things at the time may seem not like a big deal, but when you reflect back on it, you're gonna think, well, crap. Alright, until next time, keep it real. I'll see you down the road. Peace.